Obviously, they're not going to announce any huge games because those huge games they're working on for Switch 2. But yeah, I mean, ports are harmless, right? They should only help the Switch 2 because you could buy them on Switch 2. Direct is happening in a minute. Everybody get hype. Again, the only thing that could make me pop off as Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remake is Mother 3, but that won't happen. I've accepted. I'm already very satisfied with what I got from the Switch. Dragon Quest? Oh, that's right, we saw this. I'm sure this is really exciting for a lot of...
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
That's crazy.
So please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, a game that's not made by Nintendo, right? And that's the beginning game. A lot of times, the beginning game is also a pretty exciting one.
In the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
Until oxygen 0.
No rescue.
Help me.
It's like a VR game. You're kind of right, though.
Help me, Dante!
Oh, the Somnium
The
Files.
latest entry in the The Somnium Files series.
Wait, this might actually be a big deal.
You are Kaname Date.
People love
special
Somnium
agent
Files.
with a sophisticated AI called
I've been told I
Iris
should play this game.
embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
This is a new Somnium Files game?
Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Wow, it's a little bit dead, but it looks fun. I've never played the first one. I just know a lot of people really like it. What the fudge? Wait a minute. I know him. What?
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Whoa.
Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
I haven't played many Shin Megami Tenseis. Obviously, Shin Megami Tensei is the series that turns into Persona eventually.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point,
I know this
then
character's
follow up with a
like the
powerful
original
attack.
Devil Summoner, right?
Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons
Yeah, it's
can
literally
also be
Persona. There's
useful
Zekrom.
outside of battle.
Maybe this is
And
finally
their
the time
powers
for
are
me to
helpful
play
in finding solutions during
Devil Summoners.
investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange.
So is this a remake? I feel like it must be, right?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The
Yeah,
Mystery of the
remastered.
Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
That's a big deal.
Pre-orders begin later today
Granted,
on Nintendo eShop.
not very popular games yet, but I mean, that's a big deal for a lot of people.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Yellow orb?
But
Pog?
who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can face
Metroidvania?
and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Pac-Man? What the fudge?
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world
What the
can prove
fudge?
hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
They announced this year. This last year.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources
What the
that can then
fudge?
be used to enhance your abilities.
Pac-Man reboot looking interesting.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal. And
I'm just in
devour
shock.
enemies to survive this cruel world.
What the
Experience a
fudge?
dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch. July
Interesting.
18th.
You know what? You got me. Oh, it's made by Bandai Namco. How about that?
The rhythmic march begins.
Okay, Pac-Man.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
Let's go! Patapon!
To the beat and give different commands to the Patapon.
Let's
army.
go!
For example, Pata 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 Pawn advances them forward, while Pawn Pawn Pata Pawn has them attack.
Pon Patapon.
And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons
playing the
enter
Patapon demo
fever
on
mode
PSP?
and get a big boost in
Time
power.
truly is a circle, yeah.
From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th. Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins. First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up
It's
to.
not a Nintendo Direct without a farming sim.
Tend to your farm. while
It's not a
farming
Nintendo
crops
Direct without a
prepare for
farming
animals.
sim, bruh. There's always gotta be a farming sim.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
You say BDSP? No.
As bazaar sales grow,
This looks way better than
the once
BDSP.
famous market regains
Let me
its
stop.
splendor.
Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
Have you not had enough farming?
Plus,
No, honestly, look,
taking
the game does not
advantage of
look
Zephyr
bad.
Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Graphically, the game looks
The
fine. I'm
winds
just
of
not
change are
interested.
coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch.
Honestly,
system
that's how you do
August
Chibi right.
27th.
That style. Looks cute.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh my god, we're getting this now. Okay. So there's something big in the back. What if it is Silksong, bruh? I thought this would be the clincher. What do they have to be a clincher? That's insane. I'm excited to see this.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
It looks beautiful.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with
Oh,
the
wow.
power
How cool.
of her mind.
Okay, unique powers for Metroid.
Why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Oh. I was gonna say the same thing, Abby. These powers allow Samus to open doors. I was gonna say the same thing. Classic. Thank God the morph ball's in this
What
game. I would have
will be
quit.
her fate after being summoned to Vuros. The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave.
Oh shoot, you got a little
new
dash.
tale.
That's nice. I don't think there was a dash in Metroid Prime remake. 2025. Well, interesting. The fudge. Is this another suit, or is this like a Dark Samus situation?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Interesting. I'm interested.
Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
I'm just shocked that wasn't the clincher.
Stir up some mischief?
I mean, it would have been a pretty tame clincher.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop.
I just don't know what else they could
born
announce
into a
besides
magical
Silk
potion
Song.
cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of
This looks cute.
strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
Okay, this is
The
cute.
potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief
Has to be a
might
mobile game
happen?
ported.
Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo.
The shadow
Switch
drop
later
of Villains
today.
Cursed Cafe. It's over. Let's go!
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During
Chucklefish got me
class,
chuckling.
Use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class.
A lot of these old school
Hang out
style
with friends
games,
at their homes.
I don't know, for some reason they just never grab me. And I do love older games. I wonder
Pay for
why.
tuition.
Like, I love
Or
old school
use the
games.
spells
right?
you've learned to craft and sell original items.
Like I was born in 2000,
Plus,
and
up to 4 players can make
I love
magic
all
together in online co-op.
these games that are released like in the 90s, but
Explore this
for some reason
whimsical
these
world
games
on
that
the
are like
road to
modeled
graduation
like
and
you know
beyond.
in an older style, like or
Are
like
you ready for a spellbinding journey?
I don't know. They just never grabbed me.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
They go when the norm is really good, which doesn't stand out.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
Oh,
you'll
wow.
explore an expansive archipelago.
Wait, hold on, this looks
Nightmares
good. Look at the
and
art
wonders
style.
Collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with
It kind of reminds me of like
magical
Cuphead.
parts. Then use its abilities to find
Dude,
your
look
own
how
path
fluid
through
the animation is,
enchanting
look.
world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life
This
of
looks like,
Goldberg launches
DuckTales
Nintendo
on
Switch
crack.
this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary.
Wait,
of
go
Gradius
back!
With a
That looks
collection of
good!
arcade shoot 'em up games from
I give a damn about
across the
Gradius. Go back! That game looks fire!
Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3,
was a winner, right? Yeah.
and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Oh wow.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remixed stages, and global
I wonder if I should get
leaderboards.
this.
Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the select
It's Battleline!
Music Pack paid
What?
DLC. And be on the lookout for
Wait, is that
more
Pizza
DLC
Tower?
in the future.
Wait.
Rift of the Necro Dancer.
So is this like the
launches on Nintendo
indie-
Switch later today?
Hold on. I was not aware of your game.
Let's see what's in store.
Hold on. Maybe I gotta get that game. The indie
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza,
rhythm game?
a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection
I heard that
series.
the Hello Kitty
There are stores
game is
galore.
actually like dead ass really good.
Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
I assume you play Crypt of the Necro Dancer. Yeah, I love Crypt of the
Pearly
Necro
White
Dancer.
Solo
I also played Cadence of
or with a
Hyrule.
friend at the
Both
dentist.
incredible games.
And
For different reasons,
arranged
actually.
plates at the
Cadence of
afternoon
Hyrule
tea
was
shop.
more like a Zelda game than a Necro Dancer
12
game, honestly. It was kind of
wonderful
shocking.
stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop.
Fantastic games.
In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi.
Wow, that Necro Dancer
making the
game.
town
So I
lively
really
and
wonder
lively.
how many indie characters are going to
With
be
over 100
in that game,
new
because that's
and
really
classic
cool.
Tamagotchi. Business
Like I'm
is
assuming
sure
you
to
get
be
a bunch of
booming.
songs from different
Get
indie
ready to
games.
set up shop.
That'd be really
when
cool.
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
That's gotta be in there. Undertale is... Oh my god, are you serious? I was not expecting Pokemon. We just saw this.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
One Unova and 2
Set
Johto
in
starters.
Metropolis, that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Wait, we already saw this
These
in the...
areas are special environments
the
where
Pokemon
wild
Direct.
Pokemon can live comfortably.
Oh,
even
this is
within
different
the
gameplay
city.
to be fair. Patrat's in the game!
You can catch
Patrat!
Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
We're gonna re-look over this after the
There are
direct.
Pokemon that live outside Wild Zones too.
Look at some of the clips, because y'all know I'm a Pokemon crazy fan.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon
Steelix
live
looking
easygoing
fresh.
lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
Oh, plot.
the
Oh,
city's
shoot.
aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Whoa.
Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted,
Oh my
they'll challenge
God.
you to battle.
Oh, it just starts, huh? Oh, that's epic. No
Strike
screen
first
transition or
before
anything,
being
it just
seen,
starts with a
and you'll
battle.
land a surprise
Pokemon's
attack.
already out. Whoa, you get advantage on trainers?
Effective move at the right moment is
Okay,
key.
wait, this is hype. Is that gonna be a stealth game? Diggersby though? Let me stop.
With Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Wait, you can literally stealth up on trainers.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
You could start with the title of the game.
Trainers who reach
You
their
start from Z? God damn. Wait, this actually looks hella hype. Oh, we gotta review
day
over this again
and
after
night
the
are two
direct's
sides to
over.
Lumio City.
This is awesome.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on
Z
your
to A as in rank Z to rank A.
Pokemon
Oh! I just got it. I just got it.
launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Late 2025. Let's go late! Let's go late!
City, where the game is set, the aura transforms.
Hey, ZA once again got me
Seems
excited.
there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the
There are no
lookout for
date.
more
Hey,
information in
listen,
the future.
if they could release it on the
Next,
final day
Please take a look at this.
of December, and I'd be happy. I'd still be happy.
Hello there. The game
Rhythm
you're about to
Heaven?
see, Boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop.
I was not ready.
You wanna see?
Yes, I want to see. Is this
Just
new?
press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy,
But it ain't.
but the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm?
Y'all, I love Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven is so charming.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
Let me stop.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
A lot of people do this. A lot of people play blindfolded Rhythm Heaven. I'm getting this.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Y'all have no idea how hype this actually is. Wait.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That is awesome. 2026. Wow. On Switch 1, huh? 2026.
That was
I mean, again, we
Rhythm
can play that
Heaven
on Switch
Groove,
too.
A brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
That is awesome.
What kinds of
This
rhythms
direct
do
is
you
so
hear
much
here?
better than I thought it would be.
We hope you're looking forward to
Like,
it.
I know it's not going to be for everybody, but I really am shocked.
We have news about the use of digital games on your
That's
system.
huge for me, actually. I love Rhythm Heaven, I
Let's take
really
a
do.
look.
I'm excited to play that.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
They're just dropping this?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Oh.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
What? I'm confused.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
What?
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
You know damn well they did this because of the Switch
Local
too.
communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
That's awesome.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
This is awesome.
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Whoa.
Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
Actually, it looks pretty straightforward, which is like the opposite of Nintendo. Yeah,
The
true.
virtual game card feature lets
I'm a little
you
worried about that
swap games
14-day
between
time
Nintendo
limit,
Switch
though.
systems, as well as to Nintendo Switch
Well,
2
will that still have
systems.
like the save file in that virtual
This feature is
cart?
planned to be
'Cause I guess if
added
you could just
via a
resend
system
it back,
update
it's probably
in
fine.
late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
That's really cool. Dude, I gotta say, this direct has surprised me, man. Some really good stuff. I really thought it was gonna be like nothing from the direct. I mean, sure, it's nothing huge, but like there's some like good quality stuff in here. Okay, to me though, Rhythm Heaven's kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. A new Rhythm Heaven game after this long? Hold on. I'm gonna be streaming the new Rhythm Heaven game. Best believe.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will, the explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story
In another
brand new
epic
events that expand
RPG.
the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to
Oh, and
allies
it's
through the
drawn to
parameter
life port.
inheritance system.
True. Where's my man drawn to life?
After finishing the
Jimmy the
main
Bingo
story,
card SMH,
you
so
can test
true.
your mettle and might against even more powerful
Wow, the
bosses.
virtual card
What
system.
histories will
That's
you
so
uncover through the
crazy.
ages?
So could you like give?
Saga Frontier 2.
I guess that means you could just give that to
Launches on
anybody.
Nintendo
So like,
Switch
could I
later
transfer
today.
my cart to like Andrea's Switch?
Monumental adventures
Because I got
await.
Andrea's Switch.
Embark
a Switch
on
Lite
peaceful journeys
way
across
back
this
in, like,
series of
2018.
Beautiful puzzle games.
And now we play Minecraft on it
Through
together. I wonder if I could just like
isometric
give her
worlds filled with
some of the games that I
stunning
have. That's so
landscapes to
interesting.
manipulate, optical illusions to discover,
Like virtually.
and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people.
This was cool.
A
Little puzzle
different
game.
journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Looks cool.
And help Noor on her journey
Oh, wow.
to restore the
Is this
world's
new?
light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer. A brand new entry in the Everybody
Golf!
series is dropping on Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins
What?
Side
Wait, that's
spins.
crazy.
and other special shots.
You know what?
In the single-player challenge,
That's kind of hype.
compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes,
What the
or
fudge?
obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
I like how this game
Up
looks
to 4
crazier
golfers
than
can
the
hit
Mario
fairway
Golf.
together locally or in online play.
Characters are giving me
So
Xbox
just
360
relax.
avatars. True.
And get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Captain America.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15. including
Again,
the likes of the
I know
spectacular
damn well
Spider-Man
so many
and the
people are gonna be hyped
ferocious
up for this.
Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel
Maybe we
Universe
should
begins
rank all the
when
Nintendo
Marvel
Directs.
Cosmic Invasion
That could be kinda
launches on
fun.
the Nintendo Switch system
Sounds like
this
on the stream.
holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Last game announcement. Okay, no Silk Song. Unless Silk Song suddenly looks a little crazy. It almost looks like... Oh my god, is this Tomodachi Life?
How refreshing.
Wait, this is kind of hype. I love Tomodachi Life. Hello everybody, welcome back to Tomodachi Life! Shout out to my man Sully Pones. Tomodachi Life!
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
Okay, I know it sounds weird, but this game is freaking hype, alright? Don't sleep on my man Tomodachi Life. What the fudge?
Did you want to talk?
Tomodachi Life funny, bruh.
Glad that was only a dream.
It's just funny to put in whoever you want into
That
the game
was
and just
Tomodachi
like,
Life,
it's just
Dream.
silly.
The first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Yeah, for real.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct
Not
so
bad.
far.
Nothing like absolutely insane, but we didn't
Our
expect
final
anything
announcement
insane.
is something a little different that's not a game.
Oh.
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Oh. Okay.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Cool.
which functions like a daily
Oh,
calendar.
that's cute.
In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo.
I love
games and
that.
features
Pikmin 4
every day.
comics. I want to see that.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Okay.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later
Cool.
today.
I'll get it. Why not?
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app.
A
so
bit
please
weird to be
try
the
it
very
out.
final thing they show in the direct, but whatever.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Not
Thank
bad.
you for watching.
No complaints. It was simple. I didn't go in expecting anything crazy, and I honestly was. I am surprised to say it was a lot better than I expected it to be. This time, I actually might get. So yeah, let's do a quick little review. Right. Started with Dragon Quest. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are excited for that. This is a big deal for a lot of people. Somnium Files. I think there's a new Somnium game. So that's a pretty big deal. Devil's Summoner, which I still gotta play. One of these days, as a Persona fan, I will play Shin Megami Tensei. I want to say this is the first, like a remake of the first Devil Summoner game. I could be wrong. Gotta adopt the direct movement.
Of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles
I mean, this does look
alongside
good.
demons you summon.
And it's just a remake too, so
The
they could have
capital
put
to its core.
like a lot of attention into
Raigo
it.
Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on
Did we all
Nintendo
just have the
Switch
same fever
to
dream?
mimic surroundings. You can phase shift
Yes.
and combine with Puck to explore areas
Dude, this
you
crap
couldn't
was.
reach before.
I'm like blown away by this.
But
I kind of want
tread
to try
lightly.
this.
The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When
Like a
facing
ping pong ball?
opposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form. Launches to the beat.
It's interesting.
This is where you and Crop shift, change your
We learned that Metroid Prime 4 Samus has abilities that can open doors. Insane.
Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
I'm interested.
Oh, wait.
I'm always excited to see like unique powers in the Metroid games, because a lot of the Metroid games suffer from like basically having the same powers as the other one. You just lose them all and then you gain them back. So I think it's really cool to gain new powers. That's why Metroid Dread was so good in part, because you got so many unique abilities that Metroid had never seen. And on top of that, obviously the game's atmosphere, the level design, and everything was perfect. God, Metroid Dread's such a perfect game. This is a post-Metroid Dread Metroid game at the end of the day.
Waiting to strike.
So I'm sure this is going to be incredible.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms.
Base
And
Dread
open
take true.
doors.
So not get over it. These powers allow
also
Samus to
allow
open
her
door.
to-
Wait.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
And open doors. That crap is funny.
They also allow her to control the trajectory
That'd
of
be
her
the raid.
beings with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Shift to the Prime Remaster plate. Yeah, the Prime Remaster was really good. I'm excited to play this.
A
I really
new
am.
tale.
I really am. 2025.
Once upon a time, there was time
Didn't he?
out of class. Archipelago, where night
Dude, hold on.
day action, tastical mission to eliminate
This game? What the frick is this? This looks beautiful. Eternal Life of Goldman.
a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
Look at the
you will
animations.
explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
This is like Cuphead if it's like maybe like a Metroidvania.
adventure. You'll explore an expansive
Look at how beautiful
archipelago
everything
where
looks.
nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts.
Dude, yeah, it could be a Metroidvania.
Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the
It's like playable Disney movie.
secrets the archipelago holds?
Tell me this game
Find
doesn't
out
look
when the
beautiful
Eternal
right
Life
now.
of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Dude, I want this game. Like, is this the first time this has been announced? Because, like, how dare they show off this beautiful game for, like, 5 seconds? What the hell? And then just go Gradius.
40th anniversary
And
of
spend,
Gradius.
like, a whole 20 seconds on
Some
Gradius.
dancer.
Oh, this is also interesting.
It's going.
Yeah, it's just, like, a bunch of, like, little bits and pieces that are just, like, really nice, you know?
Epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus,
Dude, yeah, this is a Celeste track.
more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Oh, it's paid DLC, I see. I'd buy it.
And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
Okay, so maybe DLC is for the other indie game characters.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches
Rift
on
of the
Nintendo
Necro
Switch
Dancer.
later today.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Let's see what's in store. Well, this new
Okay, everybody ready, chat? Everybody ready? All right, here's your freaking Pokemon Master take on Legend ZA new news. Megament is in the game. One thing I wonder about ZA are abilities in this game. My assumption is no, but we'll see. Flying Croissant Hog. I'm shocked that ZA's in this. Abby might be right. I know Abby earlier said, what is it? Yeah, maybe they just showed this off for all the non-Pokemon fans who just didn't believe in Pokemon, so they didn't watch the Pokemon Direct. But, like, you know, they're actually putting in effort for Legends ZA. That's what it looks like. I feel like they're putting good effort into this game.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title
Look
in
at
the
those Pokemon,
Pokemon
yeah, I agree.
series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
The battle system is already so unique for Pokemon that I think adding in abilities could maybe muddy it. Or it'll just be a lot of work. I mean, it'd be sick if they
Settings
did.
this metropolis.
Because keep in mind, right? Like, a lot of abilities would have to completely change how they work because of the new battle system.
That also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games. Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist.
The Pokemon look great. I don't
a
see any
company
frame
named
drops.
Zydeco Inc. is
I mean, for a
carrying out
Pokemon game, obviously I have to say for a Pokemon
urban
game, but,
redevelopment plan.
like, nothing looks bad, man.
Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon.
I think there was a little
redevelopment
bit of frame
plan.
drop action there.
Here, we'll get a glimpse.
I don't know. It's hard for me to
lives of the
tell.
Pokemon
I don't have
and
an eye for
people
that
of
sort of
Lumio
thing.
City.
It's just so obvious in Scarlet and Violet that a baby could see the frame drops. Environment looks a bit so-so, but better than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I agree. Environment is not great. Now, okay, I do want to bring this up. I saw Moist Critical released a video after the last ZA. And I like Moist Critical. I like a lot of his videos. And he said that it looks terrible because the whole game is going to be taking place in Lumiose. And I actually think it's a good critique. If they don't pull it off correctly, I could see how that could be a major issue if the entire game looks the same, right? Like, if you're not exploring new areas for the new Pokemon, then that exploration aspect of Pokemon is just gone, right? Like, obviously it looks fine here because, you know, like, we're seeing, you know, one area. If the city is the entire game and every single area where you catch Pokemon looks the exact same, And that's just bad. Like, 100%, that's just bad. That's not really a, like, factually, that is just bad. I don't want to go into every area and think, oh, this looks the exact same as the other area. There's just different Pokemon in this area. No, you know, I want the different Pokemon to match the area that I'm going to. Right? The fact no frame drops in a trailer is what makes us hopeful. So true, but listen, if you've seen the Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet trailer, you know, bruh. You know. Wide lens would just be OP. Stays fairly given. You can get stale really fast. Yeah, exactly. I'd hope they've thought of that, but we shall see. Yeah, so that's a critique I can get behind, right? They really have to pull off the whole game being in Lumiose. Because exploring Legends Arceus' areas for all the different Pokemon, all the secret areas, some that you'd have to backtrack to after getting the different ride Pokemon, that crap was fun, man. Right? You're exploring the areas. And the areas looked terrible in Arceus. I've been over this a million times. I love Arceus, but goddamn, those areas look terrible. But because you're exploring, right, new areas, it's still engaging to do, right? And there's still different areas, right?
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can...
The goat?
These areas are...
I wonder if I should talk about leaks. Somebody posted a leak in my draft, in the draft league that I'm in, about what is supposedly all the new Mega Evolutions. I won't talk about it here because I don't want to spoil anybody, but there are a few Pokemon I see here that were leaked to have Mega Evolutions.
Where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
Look at this. Like, this is such a big deal, man, for Pokemon as a series. He uses Crunch, you juke it. It just did not hurt Flaffy. Like, that is such a big deal, bruh.
To safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild.
And the Pokemon follow you. I wonder if you're required to have a Pokemon out with you the whole time. Maybe to, like, protect you? Maybe.
There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
Spupa's in the game. You know what? This looks pretty cute, right? There's a Pidgey on the box over here. I kind of wish the Spupa was in the grass area though. It's kind of jarring. Dedenne, I don't know. The Pidgey on the box gives me a tiny bit of hope. But these are kind of just like here for no reason, huh? I like the Pidgey on the box though.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumiose City. But when night falls...
I mean, we can only find Klefki under doormats. True. Very people call this Xenoblade Pilled Combat. It's similar, but I don't think it's the same, not at all. Some of them are way too OP to get megas, others seem logical like the starters.
The city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament.
This is a big deal, so this is something that wasn't in the Pokemon Direct.
When night falls.
So this is basically the equivalent of Pokemon attacking you in Legends Arceus. And I think this is a cool way to take it, right? We're in present time. And, you know, it's literally in the lore that Pokemon don't attack. It's literally in the lore that Pokemon don't attack people anymore, right? That was only in the olden times, right? Pokemon were seen as beasts in Hisuian times. So it makes sense that they wouldn't still be, like, just flat out attacking people. So making this time where the trainers are the combative ones, I think is pretty interesting.
Skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones.
Oh, did you see that? Look, 0 wins.
Ow. Trainers await in...
Look at this. 0 wins. Up. Oh, shoot, you can't see it. Hold on. 0 wins at the top right here. That's interesting, huh? Coins, 3K, 0 wins. So you could get like a streak or something?
In battle zones.
Battle, you've been
If you're
challenged.
spotted, they'll challenge you to.
That's pretty quick. I respect that. Look at this. You get a little bop, you know, classic battle.
If you're spotted,
And then
they'll challenge
instantly,
you to battle.
boom. I'm so glad they're not doing the. I'm tired of it. All right, move on. Nothing has to be old. Not everything has to be a callback or old school. Move on. Let's just start the battle. It's pretty good.
Strike first before being.
Oh, you
seen.
can see their ranks. Look at that. So you can see how many Pokemon she has before you battle her. That's a pretty big deal for Pokemon, actually. Oh, and I think this is how many Pokemon he has too. Up here, 2 Pokeballs.
Strike first.
You can see lower her rank D. Wait, isn't that kind of crazy, right? Because you start at rank Z. So isn't she kind of cracked? Oh my god, she is. She's level 44. Wait, she's kind of cracked. Look at the Maurice right in the bottom left. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. Ah. What came first, development, the Z to the A name or the Z to A ranking system? Who knows? Maybe so floofy. Abby, you gotta make this your profile pic now, this Mareep. It's really cute.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
I love this. You could sneak up on trainers and just freaking. In context, that's pretty freaking funny, huh? You just like, you're just like, hey yo, beach, bink. Like they're just chilling, bro. You know, waiting to battle some people, and they just get flash cannon in the back.
During battles, using a super effective
Yo,
move
Diggersby
at the
though?
right moment is key.
Wow, look how quick that is. Wait, this is actually a big deal, chat. So, one of my favorite things about Legends of Arceus is how quick the battles went. Look at this for a second. Diggersby uses Dig, right? Jukes the Bubble Beam. Bink! His HP bar instantly went away. You didn't even have to wait to see it go away. You didn't have to see an attack animation. Literally, the Dig animation happens and it's just dead. Ah! It's dead. No need to see the health bar go down. That's going to speed up the game a lot. This may seem like a small change, but this is going to add up a lot. I thought Legends Arceus was fast. You don't even need to look at, like, you don't even need to wait for the HP bar to go down. Like, that might only save, like, a second or two at a time. But again, this is a big deal. Imagine this game had the Diamond and Pearl health bars. True. This is probably one of the fastest games in the franchise. Yeah, literally. I mean, look at this.
Using a super effective move
You juke the Bubble Beam, bink, bop. Health bar disintegrates. It's over.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
So this is one of the biggest things. So you can Mega Evolve. I think Mega Evolving will just work differently in this game, right? I'm sure you'll still get the same, like, upgrade in your base stats. But yeah, like, no abilities. I mean, you know, it would have showed up, right? If abilities were in this game, it would have showed up here. Because Mega Alakazam gets Trace.
Can power up even more.
Mega Alakazam evolved to Mega Alakazam. Yeah, it would have showed up in this pop-up here, right? Like, Alakazam copied Gardevoirt's ability. So there's probably no abilities, which is fine. You know, there were no abilities in Arceus, and it was fine because the game worked around it. Why was there a Mega icon on the bottom right when Diggersby was out? I don't know if I should read into that or not.
Key.
Mega Diggersby, though? Mega Diggersby, though? Hold on! If we get Mega Diggersby, then Mega Diggersby versus Lopunny becomes a little bit more realistic. Not super realistic, though. It probably still just gets one shot by High Jump Kick, but still. Can we check back a bit and see if it's on the Florida screen? Yeah, sure, Abby. Well, To be fair, Lucario's here. Lucario also has a
Strike
Mega.
first
It's not on the Totodile, though. Maybe you just have to unlock it later game, though. This is obviously early game, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you could do this, like, power-up system on any Pokemon. It's just there's no Mega Evolution, right?
using a super... And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start even more.
So what I'm wondering about the combat of this game, right? You see how Shadow Ball's on, like, cooldown here? Can I just instantly use Psychic? Because that'd be kind of hype, right? Like, I just used Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is charging up right now, right? Can I just click Psychic? Because that'd be so hype.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way. You'll start at rank Z.
Next challenger, take it rank Z.
And work your way up to rank A.
That's a lot of ranks, man. I wonder if you just rank up really quickly. I mean, this is kind of how you do it, right? So yeah, this is kind of like my theory, right? My biggest theory about Legends ZA is that ZA is going to be more based on battling than catching. Which is fine, they just have to make the battling really fun. Legends Arceus was all about catching. Nobody cared about battling in Arceus. In fact, a lot of people just hated the battling system of Arceus, which is fair, right? The game wasn't, you know... It did have the most epic Pokemon battle in all of Pokemon, though. I'm just saying, all right? That Volo fight still lives rent-free in my head. But yeah, there may be no new environments to catch Pokemon in it, so that'll make catching Pokemon a little bit less interesting than Arceus. But if they make the battling interesting enough, and, you know, you're ranking up through battling, it makes sense, right? In Arceus, you ranked up through catching Pokemon. In this game, it looks like you rank up by battling trainers. Makes sense. Is there PvP, though? There will not be PvP. I would be in shock if there's PvP. No. Legends, I think, is just their single-player Pokemon series. It's all about the single-player experience.
The top are said to have a wish granted.
And rank A, I'm going to have Lumiose City and hold a marathon. Would be interesting, though. Oh, well, for sure. I just know they won't do it.
Day
I'd be hyped, though.
And night are two sides to Lumiose.
This is a pretty sizable Legends ZA trailer. Just, like, in the middle of a random Nintendo Direct.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Pretty good trailer. Dead ass. We learned a lot. I think that's everything I wanted to see in here. I really like this, though. I like the little section with the
Participate
trainers.
in the tournament.
I don't think it's a Mega Diggersby. Yeah, probably not. I think it's just like a power-up system that can be used on like every Mon. We just really have to see how the environments work.
If you sense trouble,
the environments are literally the only issue that I can see about this game, and that it's just not that fun to catch Pokemon.
Wild Zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
And again, I mean, the game looks
People and
pretty
Pokemon
solid.
live easygoing lives in Lumiose City.
Environment doesn't look anything crazy, but you know.
The ZA Royale. And you'll land a surprise attack.
I love that.
During battle, Pokemon sides to Lumiose City. You find on your Nintendo Switch later this
Looks
year.
good. I hope I could surf in this somehow. Doesn't look like it's being held together by tape and glue at the seams. Yeah, for real. Some Pokemon get stronger, so I don't think it's for any Mons. Well, no, they said some Pokemon can Mega Evolve. But that doesn't mean that not all Pokemon can, like, get the power boost, right? A Mega Meter that charges up, so it's letting you know you have a full charge ready to Mega Evolve. Maybe that's also the case, right? Like, you could say, like, it's charging up, So that way, if you switch to a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, then that Mon can Mega Evolve. That would make sense.
City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
The game you're about to
Dude, this is such a big deal.
Hello there. Boop.
I don't give a
The
damn.
game you're about to see. You press the button to jump through the ring.
I love
Clumsy,
this.
Timing is them.
I love this.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
I love it.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
I'm so
Get into
hyped.
the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. Rhythm Heaven
Rhythm
Groove.
Heaven Streamathon when? Bro, for real. I'm definitely streaming this when it comes out. 2026. It's probably after the Switch 2 will already be out, right? Probably.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Looks great. Seriously.
You can put a game featuring Mario in this
Dude,
Nintendo Switch.
talk about a sleeper, like, inclusion into this Direct.
And a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with.
It's just so interesting.
Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
2-week timer on lending between family games is stupid though, IMO. Yeah, I agree. I'm assuming the save file of that virtual card will still be fine though. Like that'll still be transferred.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
At the end of 2 weeks, you'll just
Your
have to lend
digital
it again.
games will be
It's 2
lined up
weeks,
as virtual game
and you can
cards
send it
on a
again.
dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and
There has to be some negative to it, right? Because then it just demotivates buying games, right?
eject your virtual game.
Doing that every 2 weeks for a mess game like Zelda feels redundant. I don't know about that. I beat Tears of the Kingdom within a month. That means you would only have to transfer it once, but it's not that bad. I might have beaten Tears of the Kingdom within 2 weeks, now that I think about it. Stopping people from taking the game and then turning off their internet for 2 months. Yeah. Should be if the person you lent it to doesn't play for a week and sends it back. But within 2 weeks, I think.
Cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
This is very cool.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play.
Here's something I wonder. This is probably one of the biggest things. If I send my cartridge to another Switch, that means you probably can't play that anymore on the first Switch, right? Because you lent it to the other Switch, which is fine. That's the same as if you had a physical cart, right? If you give the physical cart to somebody else, then you can't still play the physical cart, right?
And load it onto the second.
Is Direct 8 out of 10. That's
Now
fair
you
enough.
can play this
I'd
game
probably
on
give it a
the
7 out of
second
10.
system.
They had very little to work with, and they did good with what they, with what they had. 7 out of 10, I think, is fair. Maybe even 8 out of 10.
And whenever you want. just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system
Do you think
is
we'll
required,
get
but
some
only the
trailers with
first
updated
time.
graphics next week? Imagine you could force the card to come back to your main system, but I don't know. Trailers with updated graphics. Like here's what Legends ZA looks on the Switch 2. For the Switch 2 Direct, I could see it. Like some comparison shots. I don't think it'll be Legends ZA though. I think they'll show games that we've already played on Switch 1. Like Mario Odyssey, right? Mario Odyssey, likely Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom. Probably Tears of the Kingdom, so that's the newer one. They'll probably like direct compare a game that's already come out, right? So that way, hey, you know, you've already played this game on Switch 1, but look how it looks like on Switch 2. Odyssey is too old now, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see Tears of the Kingdom, though.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your
Oh, yeah, that
family
looks great, so I don't know. Yeah.
group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Do we think there's going to be an Odyssey 2? I'd be hyped for it. I would not be against it. I honestly wonder if I'd rather have an Odyssey 2 or just a fresh new 3D Mario. I hope that they make an open world Mario for Switch 2, and not a linear one. That's what I want.
Title you're lending, and who you're lending it to.
Good graphics mode for Skyrim and Violet. People are gonna seethe.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system.
I don't think Scarlet and Violet can be saved by the Switch 2. I really don't. I mean, it'll run better, sure, but they would not showcase Scarlet and Violet as a comparison because the game at its core has terrible textures and environments. So it'll always be ugly in the presentation no matter what. Even if the game runs better. I mean, yes, it will run better, but it'll still look terrible. So they're not going to show that in the presentation.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return
it'll
to
be
you.
ugly too. So true.
Making digital games even easier to use.
Nintendo would be
Virtual
embarrassed
game card.
to showcase Scarlet and Violet in their big Switch 2 reveal trailer.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Usually new console versions Oh, you're talking about a new console version? Well, that's different. I don't think they'll do that. Now, if they did re-release Scarlet and Violet for a Switch 2 version, then yeah, absolutely. They would redo the textures and stuff. But they're not going to remake Scarlet and Violet. They've never done that before. I'd be for it if they did. I think that'd be cool. But they won't. They won't. Like a Switch 2 only enhancement patch, right? They won't, though. If they do, it'd be sick, though.
This feature is planned to
Good
be
time for
added.
cross-gen console games, but this is Pokemon we're talking about, all right? Pokemon does not follow the same mold as any other Pokemon. I mean, as any other video game company. Update patch like PS4 games, first gotta pay for the PS5, yeah. Yeah, that's not really a
System
thing for
update
Nintendo.
In late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Just pump and dump, change my mind, yeah, for real. No, they're done with Scarlet and Violet now. They're not gonna do anything with that. Which is fine by me, honestly.
Victory, Gustav, Bates, and Legacy. Through 2.
And I think that's basically everything.
My
No, like, crazy clincher. Although I guess Tomodachi Life is a clincher for a lot of people. I know Vine Sauce is gonna freak out about that game.
this holiday.
Vinny. I'm excited to see the Vine Sauce streams. For Tomodachi Life.
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes off on G+, yesterday.
This would do good for Pokemon? Oh, of course, but they're not gonna do it. I would love it. I think most Pokemon games, most Pokemon fans would love it. They just won't. I think the golf game will be fun, but I enjoy golf games, so I'm biased. Fair enough. The HD 2D Dragon Quest? I didn't take you for a Dragon Quest fan, bot. Yeah, it looks good.
Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life. Hello everybody, welcome back to Tomodachi Life. Sully Pones' Tomodachi Life intros, bro. They live rent free in my head.
Living the dream.
Welcome back to Tomodachi Life. This crap is funny, bro.
Did you want to talk?
Yeah, we gotta talk about these
Glad that
growth
was only a
hormones, bro.
dream.
I think they're working a little too well.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an
Hey,
island.
I know a lot of people haven't played Tomodachi Life on the
What
3DS.
kinds of
That game is
interactions
fire,
do you think
alright?
they'll
Don't sleep.
have? We hope you're looking forward
It looks like another whatever game, I'm sure, on the outside, but this game is charming as hell.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo.
The ability to put any of your friends or family members or anything into this game, and they just do like the stupidest crap, that crap is fun.
Direct so far.
It's just bizarre for the final game shown. They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything. I said that at the beginning of the stream. The only thing they could have shown as the final game was Silksong. That's the only thing that would have been hype. Like, you know, on the same level as the other clinchers, that is. Unless they had a big Metroid Prime 4 showcase. But, you know, it was a very small showcase. It makes sense that they put it here. If they had this at the end, it'd be very low-key. Honestly, Tomodachi Life is a much better clincher than this. 100%. Tomodachi Life is a big deal to a ton of people. And Tomodachi Life is huge in Japan, so. Like, huge, huge, huge in Japan. Actually, Japan had a Tomodachi Life game on the DS. Everywhere else, the 3DS version was the first Tomodachi Life we got. Controversial, a Metroid Prime hater. What do you hate about Metroid Prime? Just not for you, I assume. Or 2D Metroids to go off. Dread is still my favorite Metroid game. I enjoy Metroid Prime Remastered, but Dread is definitely my favorite so far. Shooting mostly.
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new
Nintendo Direct Summarize. We're making games. See you next week. Played on the GameCube and gave up very quickly. Yeah, it's fair.
psychic ability.
Action.
I didn't think it was crazy. I know there's a lot of diehard Metroid fans, right? Metroid Prime fans. I mean, Rhythm Heaven, man. Good, like, deadass, like a really good Legend ZA information drop.
Town are wild.
Like, this is so much more than I expected to see. Remake of the first Devil Summoner game. I mean, hell, Bot was excited for Dragon Quest. There you go. I think this is a new Somnium Files. Metroid Prime 4, Psychic Abilities, that's cool. This is cool. Like, hello?
Mayhem awaits.
ZA. I can't get over Rhythm Heaven, bruh. As I was gonna say, what if Rhythm Heaven was the clincher? No, Tomodachi Life makes way more sense. Again, Tomodachi Life is huge in Japan. Like, actually huge. I do love Rhythm Heaven.
We have news,
but only the first time.
This is a big deal. King of Meat. Like, there's just so many, like, really good small things in this direct that I think it just all combines to make a pretty solid direct considering what they were working with. They were working with so little, and they gave, like, a not bad direct. Not at all. Nothing to, like, crazy pop off over, but some good stuff that I'm excited to play.